Hi Lisa, how are you doing? Thank you so much for your donation. All right, so let's see how it feels or how it felt when you put off your location, when you didn't share your location to him. All right, basically, yes, he did notice. Okay, so you have the Justice card, you have Ace of Cups, you have Page of Wands, you have Eight of Swords, and then you have the Nine of Cups. So he's definitely in his head about it, but it is actually pretending like it's not his business, right? He's behaving like it's not his business, and some, you know, he feels like you're doing what's best for you, if that makes sense. Okay, obviously it doesn't really make sense for you to actually keep sharing your location with somebody that you are actually trying to talk to that is not talking back to you. Okay, so all this whole situation, basically your cards are not, you most of the cards here are very, very positive energy. Okay, so it's still in the energy of overthinking. All right, so Ace of Swords is still overthinking about the whole stuff, but when it comes to thinking about you, his feelings, the feelings change a little bit. Okay, his feelings change a little bit, so it's much more close to action. All right. So whatever you did basically made him feel like you are actually turning your attention away from him, and that makes him feel much more, you know, love for you. Ironically, he felt much more love for you. He felt like he wants to balance things up, and he should reach out to you. So this is somebody who is considering reaching out to you. This is somebody who cannot take you out of his mind, and this is somebody who sees you as, wish fulfillment, the real deal, the type of person that they actually want to be with, if that makes sense. Okay, so um this is supposed to be a new beginning here. So basically, I do see him considering, still thinking about you, but um, this time is more positive. All right, more positive feelings and wanting to reach out to you. Okay, in all your reading, I keep seeing that he wishes to reach out. So yes, he's going to reach out, but today his energy looks better. At least from what I'm seeing, energy looks better than yesterday. If that makes sense. Okay, so uh, is getting closer to bringing things, bringing balance, bringing fairness into this whole stuff. All right. And I do see him wanting to reach out for a new beginning here. New love beginning. All right. So the constant thing here is somebody that thinks about you. So basically, this is somebody that thinks about you 247. So don't think he's not going to notice when you're doing something. He's focused on you, even though he's not talking, right? So any little thing you do, every little changes you make, he will know almost immediately. Okay. So yes, he actually noticed. Okay. Okay, Oracle cards. Clarify this energy, please. All right. All right, so you have this card, self-love. I am still trying to heal. This is energy. And then you have this card, I feel shattered about this situation. This is how it feels as well. And then you have desire, um, self-pleasure, sexual thoughts, intense feelings. This is how it feels towards you. And then you have this card. Do you do you ever still think of me too? So, like I said, this is somebody who's thinking about you a lot. Do you ever think of me too? All right. So you have ignoring. So basically, how it feels about you not adding him, sending the location to him anymore. It feels you're ignoring now, or this will also be his energy of, but I feel like this is your energy, okay? How he sees you right now. So you have ignoring and then you have moving. All right. Um, so this is not, this energy is like, is general energy, okay? It's general energy. Um, this is a very sensitive person, okay? So um, he's in between trying to heal his heart, trying to ground himself, okay? Trying to focus on himself right now and basically heal. He's not happy. That's just it. He's not in a happy place. So he's just trying to work on himself. And at the same time, he feels a lot of attraction towards you. I even feel like he doesn't even know how to attract, handle whatever he feels for you, okay? And thinks about you a lot, wondering if you're still thinking about him. Somehow, I also feel like he may be doing this on purpose as well, all right? He wants you to chase him. Yes, he does want you to chase him. And but instead, it feels like you are not really doing what he wants you to do, okay? You are actually moving forward. So he does see you as somebody who is moving forward. He's wondering if you are also still thinking about him the way he thinks about you. I feel like, he should know that, okay? But at the same time, he's trying to take care of himself first. He's trying to take care of himself first because he's in a bad place right now and he's not in a happy place. He's not happy about, everything that is happening in this connection. And also, I feel like there's an aspect of his life, something that doesn't even have to do with you too, that makes him also sad. And, you know, that makes him also sad that he needs to work on, if that makes sense. Okay. So it's the same energy, is the same energy. Um, um, I feel like whatever you did made him, it didn't discourage him, but it made him, it deepened whatever feelings he already had for you, if that makes sense. Okay. Will you tell me a happy birthday or no? I made no plans. Not sure I'm going to. Not sure what I'm doing yet, but hopefully my friends take me to eat, if nothing else. Okay. All right. So these are your cards. So you have the Knight of Cups, King of Cups, Six of Cups, and then you have the Two of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. Okay. Um. So basically, I feel like he's going to see the picture. Okay. Um. So he's going to see the picture, and your birthday post on social media will make him feel like, will put him in his feelings. Okay, so you have Knight of Cups and King of Cups, genuine feelings. Okay, so it's gonna put him in his feelings and make him remember, the good times that you guys had. Six of Cups, so it's going to feel nostalgic. It's going to feel feelings. It's going to make him think of you more, but in a romantic way, basically, in a very emotional way, if that makes sense. And he's going to think, he will think about reaching out to you. He will think about all the good things that he wishes to do. But look at this, you have Two of Swords, and then you have, this is the last card here, Four of Pentacles. This is the card of holding back, and this is the card of being indecisive. Okay, I feel like he's going to think this. He's going to overthink and overthink and overthink that he's not going to make a decision about it, to reach out, that the time will pass, basically. So even if he has good intentions, wanting to reach out, thinks about all the good things he would have loved to do on your birthday. I feel like he's not going to do them. It's just going to stay inside of him. He's just going to overthink about it and not do anything about it. It's just so, the likelihood of him reaching out and saying happy birthday on Saturday is very slim, if you ask me. The action card is not here. All right. So, um, it's more of the energy stays inside of him. Okay. This is Ninth of Cups, not nine. This is Ninth of Cups, not Pentacles. Okay. And this is King of Cups. All right. Um, this is the energy affecting his action. Four of Pentacles. All right. And Two of Swords. There is no want in here. Well, I don't expect much, but I thought I asked. All right. Okay. Okay, so I hope this reading helped. Thank you so much for your donation. It's highly appreciated. You're welcome. All right. Hi Lisa, how are you doing? Thank you so much for your donation. All right, let me know if you're here. Let's start your reading. Okay. What aspect of his life is sad about? What other aspect of his life is he sad about? Did you know they have perfectly free motives on free movies on YouTube with ads, but like not bad. I was watching, yes, there are free movies, yeah. I was watching Pride and Prejudice. Is it the Indian one? The Indian movie called Pride and Prejudice? Well, I can't remember. I don't know if it was Pride and Prejudice or Bride. I cannot remember. But I know that I watched an Indian movie from many years ago with something like that. Oh, really? Kira Knightley? Oh, you need to send me the link. I love her movies. They have many of them, but it's from June. It's from Jane Austen's book. All right, yes, I remember that book. Yes, I do. I think I think we have a copy in my house. I think my sister was reading that book some years ago or something. Thank you. Oh, wow. Magician. Do you know Magician and the Hierophants? Interesting. All right. So you have Four of Swords, Seven of Wands, Six of Swords, the Fool card in the reverse, and you have the Magician and the Hierophant. All right. Let me know if you're here. Let me start, okay? So this is defensive energy, okay? Seven of Wands, defensive energy. Four of Swords, this is the energy of pulling back. This is someone that pulls back his energy, somebody that needs to be alone type of energy. This is somebody that is trying to move on to a better place. I feel like he's a little bit depressed, okay? And this is somebody that lacks um so he lacks that driving force right now. Okay, this is the Full card is the energy that takes risk, energy that starts something, right? Um, something new, something exciting. He lost his touch, the willingness to do, what's the real word? Um, I feel like he's losing motivation to do stuff. Okay, his motivation drops unlike before. All right, he's still the magician. He has the ability to start something. He has the ability to create something, right? He has whatever it takes to make things happen, to manifest. He has that ability to manifest. And then I feel like this energy is a family structure. Okay, so let me tell you something. I feel like whatever he's feeling right now is coming from his family. There is this expectation from his family. All right, so the expectation to build in his family, all right, is like the way he likes to do stuff, the way he likes to live his life, all right, is different from his family. His family is coming up as a hierophant. They are very traditional. Sorry about that background noise, okay? His family is very traditional. They have expectations of him, okay? Maybe even joining a kind of family business, or joining something in the family, or continuing something in the family, right? But the way he operates is not like that. He has his own way of, he's a full card, all right? He likes to have fun while doing stuff. He likes to be light-hearted, all right? Not the strict energy of the Hierophant. And I feel like he may be having, so this energy combined, you know, in summary, what I see in this reading is him always being defensive, maybe in his family, because he's doing things in his own way. They might not feel like he's measuring up to the standard, or there might be some kind of argument in here, like he wants to do his own stuff, but it feels like they, in his family, they like, people joining into the family stuff in case they have a family business, basically. Okay, so there's a family tradition, maybe a family business, maybe what they feel is success, what they define as success, but what he sees as success is different. So there may be some kind of argument coming in there, some kind of tension in his family about a certain situation. All right. revolving around how he should live his life, if that makes sense. I think that's true. It's kind of from rich family, and I think he understands hard work, but he's kind of a brat or been given everything up till now. It's time to work for your own place in family. All right, yes, I understand that. Yeah. And so I think they keep him busy during the day, so at night it becomes a movie music promoter. Can you cover the oracles too, please? Other aspects of his life would be making me sad. Other aspects of his life would be making me sad. his birthday? Do you know his birthday? What's the year? All right. So aspect of his life still remains the same though. Family life, the structure, okay? This is coming up like, Hierophant energy. His family values very structure. They value they value status, right? They value status. Um, and a life of status and rich people. I don't feel like he likes that life, okay? The circle, all right? So he's giving competition, all right? He's giving fakeness. So he doesn't like that life of that structure, family structure, and being around, the family, always being around the family, within the circle of family friends. Do you understand? And also, I feel like he may have does he have an addiction? Okay. Something is trying to break that he's not he's not been able to break, all right? And also, oh really? Okay. So let me know if you can see. You cannot be able to read this card. This is purely intuition, all right? This is purely intuition energy, so it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. So you have this card, bad habits. You have photo proof, and then you have fishing for comments, and then you have marrying for money. All right. But the picture is clear to you. Is it clear? Let me know. That's very important. And then you have card number 41, the seventh chakra, which is Archangel Uriel. All right. Card. And then you have this energy, the temple part. And then you have hostilities, which this looks like the Seven of Wands energy. Okay. So what I'm telling you is he's depressed. Honestly, he's depressed. And I'm three things I can actually pick from here. Three things I can feel from this energy is that dynamic of rich people life. You know, you know, it's funny because both rich people and poor people have problems. You see that dynamic of rich people life, the structure, the fakeness, the keeping up faces, the fake laughs, the the fake unity, the fake um, 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 friends, the fake friends, the gossiping, you know. This is all about life keeping up a life of keeping up appearances. All right, the competition, okay, is what is putting him down. All right, expectations in his family, competition around, the association, um, keeping up status, um, you know, maybe even dealing with people you don't want to deal with because they are close to your family or they are family business associates or family friends or family acquaintances. Okay, so it looks like he's tired of being around that environment. And I feel like most of the reason, see, most of the, I feel like this is the reason why he goes out sometimes and get drunk. Okay. And I feel like he's getting addicted to that. And he's trying to break that addiction, but it's not working. So there is an addiction here that he also needs to break. That's putting him down. And then the hidden parts. You know how you said, how when you met him, you said he's a very, he's just a flirtatious person, very shallow person. He's nothing shallow. Let me just tell you something. It can be many things, but he's not a shallow person at all. If you see these two energies, that's why I asked you about his birthday. Hold on, let me calculate his life path. 12/17/95. So his life path number is 8. Okay, he's a builder of structure, somebody who so his life path automatically puts him in a position where he's supposed to be in power, money, authority, and control parts. He's supposed to build wealth and structure. He's supposed to continue a family structure. All right. He's supposed to lead, manage, dominate in business or even business systems. Okay. So, and you see that energy spiritually, there is an energy that follows him. This energy spiritually, this energy is not a small energy. This energy is like a deep, this is a this is a deep, anybody that pulls this card is carrying spirit guides and not just one. All right, and people like that, are even, you may see them being very social and all that. They are always very, very hermit mode type of people. All right? Very hermit mode type of people. Most times they may be a loner. When they are alone, they want to be alone. Do you understand? So he's a very deep person. Okay. He carries something spiritual, some things spiritual. And his role in life is not a simple role. Okay, so I am not surprised that he carries this energy. He's going to get it. He will get it, but it's going to take time. So it's the family structure that is weighing on him. All right, coupled with the fact that he has his own, problem. Um, he has his own issues. Okay, so I feel like he doesn't know how to carry this energy very well yet. Okay, so and people that carry this energy, they early in life, people like this go through depression. So I feel like there is depression in here with him, all right, which he needs to really sort out. He needs to talk to a therapist, this guy in question. If he can connect with this energy that is following him, it will help him. This will be his therapist, okay? It will help him break this sadness or whatever he's trying to process, okay? Um, his parents also party mostly his mom, so it's a family thing, okay? Uh, but one thing is certain in his life path. Let me tell you, one thing is certain in his life path. He must join that family business. He must build wealth. He must build structure. That is his life path. He must do it. He will not find peace if he doesn't. Okay, so whether he parties at his spare time doesn't really matter, if that makes sense. Okay, every time they come to town, they go to the bar together, and his cousins also like to drink. Interesting, the family thing. He's addicted to something, anyways, and I feel like he's around drinking if he doesn't smoke. Okay, I'm not surprised at the party. Okay, when you're always working and working and working, when you have like a free time, you will want to unwind because that's the only way you can release the tension. Okay, so that's the energy surrounding him. I hope that helps. So he's not a he's not a light-hearted person at all. This guy in question is very deep. There are layers of him. Okay, okay. Because I know this now, do we even make a compatible couple? What do you mean? Not like, what do you mean? You mean his way of life? I'm a middle child, so I like to get along and be nice. I like harmony. I don't think so. Let me tell you something. Um, it's not about personalities. It's about understanding. All right. It's about understanding. Someone needs to be more expressive. Someone needs to learn. Someone needs to, you know, come out of their head, and somebody needs to be. Someone has been raised in a way. So you see the reason why sometimes it can be insensitive or have weird humor, all right, or make weird statements because of how he was raised and the way he was raised, right? So that's why it's coming out as a five of swords. Sometimes it can be insensitive or make some kind of remarks, and again, somebody is afraid of losing their freedom. Okay, so this is where you know um, um, you guys need to make adjustments. So it's not about whether you guys can mix well. It's about whether you guys understand each other and whether you guys are willing to actually grow together and learn from each other, if that makes sense. Okay. And somebody needs to be much more expressive in this connection, if that makes sense. So it's about learning, it's about growth, it's about understanding each other. Not really um your personalities. Okay, so everybody, the truth is people are raised differently from different families. Even two siblings, two children from the same families are not raised the same way. Okay, yes. So two siblings are different. Let's talk about two people that didn't know each other before, that were raised in different families. All right, so the issue here is not your personalities. The issues here is um, expression, learning, and growth. Okay, so that's what I see. That's what I see. So you guys, it boils down to more on understanding and growth than the personality, if that makes sense. So you see the issues. Do you know that tarot reading is not about the individual cards? It's not. And it depends on whatever the reader is picking up at that point in time. So Page of Cups is irrelevant as a single meaning, okay? So I never read the Page of Cups as a single meaning. But anyways, Page of Cups is also a card of expression of love, okay? Is almost like the Knight of Cups, but the Knight of Cups is much more grounded. Page of Cups is just a young person, immature energy. The page usually just represents an immature energy, and the cups is, emotions. Okay. So yeah, that could be you. Okay, if you want to pick the characters here, this could be him, this could be you. Yeah. So, like I said, it's all about learning and, you know, it's all about understanding and growth. Okay. And I'm not talking about him in particular, I'm talking about the both of you. If you listen to what I said people are brought up in different ways. Okay. Your relationship with each other is more about understanding each other and trying to learn from each other. Okay. And communication as well. If you are coming up as the page, it means that you also needs to, when it comes to emotions, because I notice even in your reading, I've noticed you always come up as the Queen of Pentacles, but when it comes to emotions, you're still immature. Okay, so you need to, you know, develop yourself more about when it comes to when it comes to love energy. Okay, why you are very mature when it comes to making money, very responsible with money. Okay, that doesn't make you emotionally intelligent overnight, if that makes sense. Okay, and it doesn't make you an expert in emotions overnight. Okay, so you might not have that um that maturity, yes, to handle stuff like this, or to handle a tasking relationship or a confusing one, if that makes sense. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but I feel like when it comes to relationship, commitment, and all that stuff, I feel like you still need to grow and know how to handle stuff. Okay, because I mean, what if the commitment comes? It doesn't make you suddenly mature when a committed relationship comes. All right, you're still you. You're still going to act the way you know how to act. If that makes sense. And in committed relationship, you need maturity, you need experience, um, basically. So is more on growing together and understanding each other than personalities. If that makes sense. And that's the reason why I said maybe I would give um relationship advice, because I notice that a lot of people do not know how to handle relationships. Sometimes the way you handle relationship matters, you know, it matters a lot. It matters. So it's not just about, even if you do rituals, alignment rituals, at the end of the day, you still need to physically develop yourself and understand yourself. You still need to um, work on your emotional intelligence, right? How to see things from the other person's perspective in a relationship. How to forgive, what to forgive, and how to uphold your principles in a relationship. All right. So I hope that helps. I think I would start giving relationship advice. I'm just trying to set up some things, but yes, I will start giving relationship advice because I'm beginning to see that a lot of people need the relationship advice, honestly. I will. Any book I can read on this? My knowledge is is years of reading books, honestly. Years of it's combined. My knowledge is very combined. I cannot tell you where I got this from. And again, I'm always, you know, I am a very observant person, okay? And I have this gift of connecting dots, connecting things together. Yes, I do. I have this gift of connecting dots together. So other people may have had that experience and not notice what's happening, but I will notice. I will sit down and think about it and get it, okay, and then make my own conclusions from series of um, um, experiences, my experiences and other people's experiences as well. And I also talk to people. I have also a lot of guys I know. I talk to guys as well. I ask questions and I watch people as well. Okay. So, um, yeah. So that's where I got my experiences from. Plus the fact that um, I know how to read tarot very well and I can see into people's emotions as well. So that's what shapes the way I talk about relationship, not really a book per se. I cannot really tell you one book where you can get all this, but I can give you, I don't know, relationship books I know is more of relationship, life, and psychology. If that makes sense. And then tarot, you know, is a combined energy. Yeah, you're welcome, and thank you so much for your donation. If I I think what you need is a book on emotional intelligence, not a relationship, you know, not really a relationship book. A relationship book will not tell you about emotional intelligence, or maybe a combination of a relationship book plus an emotional intelligence book. If that makes sense. If I think about one, I will let you know. Okay. All right. Elisa, and I will see you later. Thank you so much for your donation. You're welcome.